Hey, Dark Sky here, and today we are playing Rail Route. It's a new game that just came out. I want to give a special thanks to the developer or publisher for providing this key to our channel and also key mailer. Let's get into this. So this is a really cool game. I thought I'd just do the tutorial. Every time I go through the tutorial, I find something that I missed, something new, and I'm like, oh. Man, how did I miss that? So let's go through the tutorial, and we'll learn this on our own. So we're going to do this here, and we're going to just do play tutorial. And this is all the stuff it's going to teach you through. It looks like a lot, but, it takes it one step at a time, really. So let's get into this. All right. So we're in Prague.
Oh, hello. You must be my replacement. I'm Josic. I've been the dispatcher here for over 30 years now, and I'll be training you today. It's good to meet you. This is the dispatch interface. Oh, don't worry. We're not very busy at the moment. We've got plenty of time to practice. Why don't we try moving around our view a bit to start? Great! Now try scrolling the mouse wheel. Ha! You're a natural. I can tell you're going to be great at this already. Now, how about we get a bit more comfortable with the interface? There are a few different things that we need to learn about. First up, we have the switches. These allow us to direct the train's route and decide which track they'll follow. Great! Now we'll move on to the signals. These signals instruct the train to either proceed or halt, depending on which way they're flipped. Wonderful! Notice that the signal has turned green. This means that it's set to proceed. Trains will be able to run through it. Let's right-click it to set it back to stop again. Great job! As a dispatcher, you'll be responsible for routing trains to specific locations, so we should get familiar with some of the routes you'll be using. Let's start by making a route from Davica, Platform 2, to Bubny, Platform 2. We'll start by setting the switches so that the train can safely pass them. Remember, great! Now that the switches are set, you can flip the signal. Excellent! Now that the route is set, a train could run through and reach its destination. We'll try setting another route in a second, but first we need to close the current route. Flip the signal to halt. This will make the track available for other trains again. Normally, a train would automatically reset the signal when it passes by, but for now, we can do it manually. Great job! Looks like you know what you're doing. Let's see if you can create a route on your own. Try making a route from Bubny Platform 2 to Docks Platform 1. And remember, switches first, then signals. Wonderful! Let's clear this route and get started with some actual trains. Great job! Well, you've certainly got the hang of that. The trains will start coming soon. I'm off to get a coffee, and then we'll start for real. Oh, what's that? Sounds like we've got a train approaching. We'd better get back to work. Oh, look! Davica Station has a circular train icon next to one of its platforms. That means there's a train waiting to arrive at that platform. Looks like train commuter 1011 is waiting to arrive. Right, here it comes. Sometimes these trains take so long to arrive, I take a nap whilst I wait for them. Well, feel free to pass the time any way you like. No use sitting here doing nothing.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to be routing trains from like one location to the other.
You see that switch down the line? We'd better change its route, or else we'll be sending them. Good work! Now we've got to signal to the train that it's safe to move. See the signal in front of the train? Great! That'll let the train know that it's safe to set off. Once it's past it, the signal will go back to causing trains to halt. We'll just wait for the train to depart now. It shouldn't be long. The train just started moving. Its scheduled departure time must have passed already. Now we wait for the train to arrive in Bubny. As I said, feel free to take a quick power nap. I know I will.
This guy here is actually kind of funny. During the times when you're working on this track and doing different things, he'll just sit there and tell you like kind of strange jokes, like train jokes, all that. So it's kind of funny to listen to him. But yeah, so like we're gonna be picking up what's known as contracts, and you can see it when I hover there. It's kind of off to the side, but disappears. We'll be picking up these contracts, and the contracts are so we can get different trains flowing through here. And after a while, this is going to start filling up. So
Tracks turned red. That means that it's occupied.
So yeah, that's going to be it's going to get real busy. But like I said, it's a very calm game. In the beginning here, it's a little slow because usually you don't have a lot of money to start out with, and you need to do like the green is your research, and so is red. I think it's just when you do like the big freight trains and stuff like that, I think that's where you get the red. I think these guys here just give you a green, the green ones. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have it on 3 times. Speed that up. Let's get that going.
Time to teach you about reversing. Sometimes we'll need to send the train back the way it came. That's where the reverse button comes in. Just click on the train and we'll... Oh, I nearly forgot. Make sure you flip the switch down the line, too. Now we can signal for the train to proceed. We'll just wait for the train to depart now. It shouldn't be long. Oh, look! The train just started moving. Its scheduled departure time must have passed already. Well, let's hope it's not late. You won't believe how many late trains I've had over the years. Oh, they just give me a small fine, but nothing I can't handle.
These trains start really going, and you're concentrating on different trains and making sure that they're going on the right track and going to the right place. I've had lots of late trains. Some of them is almost as much as like 5 to 7 minutes late. But you don't want to do that because it kills like how much money you can make. You don't get the little green thing, for completing the circuit. So. All right, so that's his full thing there.
Job. I think you're ready to wear one of these now. Your very own pocket watch. You can pin it to your uniform. I got this when I first started as a conductor a long, long time ago. Try it on. Wow, that really suits you, huh? Reminds me of myself when I was younger.
Oh, yeah, looks great on me.
I'm going to let you try dispatching 4 trains on your own now, and you've got to make sure that they're all on time. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be great. Check the timetable to see the incoming trains.
I don't remember it showing me that before. So what we have to do now is we got to wait for these trains to come in. One's going to be coming in at 8:13, so let's speed time up a little bit. We're going to go into the future. We're going to go back in time.
Make sure to keep an eye on its schedule to see where it's headed and when it's leaving. We wouldn't want it to be late.
All right, so we're just going to take this train here, and we're going to send this guy here to Doobie-Doo. There we go. Or is it Bubney? Bubney, that's it. Not Dubney. All right, it's got a minute. See if we can get that minute to go faster. The thing is, this game here is very strategic. It's kind of complex, but it's casual, if that makes sense. So. Yeah, I forgot to turn it. And
the trains don't reverse automatically. You'll have to instruct it to yourself. You'll be able to automate this later.
There we go. Had to go in the wrong spot there for a second, but I corrected it.
Nice work. I knew you were a natural.
There we go. See, we got 2 points in the green area here now, so we can actually use that later to start working on upgrades, system upgrades.
Another incoming train? Oh, looks like the train's heading for the docks. We could take the Bubny route, but that takes a while. Why don't we build a shortcut? See that highlighted button? That's the construction menu. Go ahead and click it. Great! Now click the highlighted cell on our map. Perfect. Now we can place the rest. Excellent job. That'll make the trip to the docks much quicker. Perfect. Now you can use that route for the next train.
There we
I'm going
go.
to step out and stretch my legs a bit. Don't worry, I'll be back when you're done dispatching all of the trains. Good luck.
All right, so now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just get these trains to their platforms, to their locations, from A to B. It's a pretty good game. So this game, or not this game, this train here is going to here. So we're gonna have to straighten out the track here, and then once it gets done, then it's gonna come. We'll have to turn it around and bring it back, and it's gonna go up on this platform up top. So number one platform. Later on, they get very crazy because they kind of go in all kinds of different places and whatnot. So. Ooh, let's slow it down. So it wants to go to this. No. Nope.
If you want to set the signal to halt, use right click.
There we go. That's what I meant. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just got to click the right buttons. All right, that's what I say. Sometimes you got to put it on a play or 3 times and then set it to how you want it. Like I said here in the beginning, it's a little on the slow side. So I thought that guy was going to step out for a minute or something, and he was just talking to us there for a second. Okay, last train should come here shortly. What, 8:45 is the next train? So I'll speed it up a little bit. It's going to be 8:44 actually. So like right now. Okay, so this one here is going to the docks. So what we're going to do is have this go straight, that go up there, and then we're just hit that. Sometimes they don't even stop. Sometimes they do like a pass through. So they'll just continue straight on through this platform. So that's why you don't want to have it on 10 times or 25 times or whatnot, because it'll go right on through before you get a chance to actually lay track, set up the the area or whatnot, the different platforms or whatever. But there we go. So that should be our 4 dispatch trains. There we are. Now it's going to go through this thing. It's shows all the developers and the graphers, kind of like the credits in the beginning, kind of like an old movie, like some of the old movies, they used to have the credits like at the beginning and then you go into the movie. So but this isn't the end. This is their intro, I guess. It's kind of cool if you look at the ones in the quotes. They're all from from different countries.
I really needed that stretch. Sitting for a long time does not agree with me. You did fantastically on the trains. Excellent job.
But there's one person here. Not the music, but I think the voice for the old guy, I think, is actually from the U.S., but everybody else is from from different parts, different other countries and stuff. So yeah, Joseph right here from the U.S. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He does a good job.
Now we've got the hang of things, we don't want to get bored, do we? I think it's time to ramp up the traffic a bit. And we can do that by accepting some contracts. Perhaps one from Davice to Bubny and back, just to keep things simple. Open the info panel for Davice.
Info panel for Davice.
I'll let you know when we're ready. But for now, you should keep an eye on the station info panel. Try to see when our current trains are arriving and departing. That way, you'll be better prepared to take on new contracts.
Dispatch routinely until 9 o'clock. Okay. So we got like 7 minutes. Yeah, once we start getting those contracts, that's when things really start moving and grooving. I thought for a minute there they're gonna give me a train at 8:59, but I guess the next train doesn't really come until 9 o'clock. That's why they have to just for us to do stuff until 9.
Perfect. Now seems like a good time, and it looks like you've been offered a new contract. Isn't that a lucky coincidence? Let's click on the offered contract icon and take a look. Right. In this delightful view, you can explore not only the contract details, but also the train's route and the stations it visits. Before we proceed with this contract, there is a bit of scheduling work we should do. We'll settle up the platforms for the stops and make sure there aren't any clashes with other train schedules. Trust me, nailing down the platforms will make your dispatcher life a whole lot smoother in the long run. Finally, we should allocate a Platform 1 for the return stop at Device. Let's keep using Platform 2 for incoming trains and Platform 1 for outgoing trains at Device. Click the highlighted button. Perfect. With that, our contract is ready to be accepted. Good work. Now that you've accepted it, it's time for the trial train. It's a reality check for our schedule. You can make adjustments just after the trial, but keep in mind that it may affect how much you'll be paid for it, so make it count.
Hopefully this train won't run off right from the beginning, but what we're going to do here, there we go, finally paused it, is we click on this and we hit V, and this is going to open up our configuration for the train and everything. And they didn't really go into much detail on it, but what you can see is that the train will arrive on this platform at about 9 o'clock. So, but it says like 9:01, and then departs this platform at 9:02. But it's going to arrive at its next destination at 9:06 and depart at 9:07, and then it has to come back to platform 1, and it'll be there at 9:11 and 9:12. So if you figure between the times, this is about 4 minutes. So it's going to be 4 minutes from the time it departs to the time it arrives at its next destination. When it comes back, it's going to be 9:07, and then it arrives at 9:11. So like basically another 4 minutes. Well, these tracks here are 40 miles an hour. It says that, or 40 kilometers an hour. It says that these trains are going to be traveling at 32 and 31. You can change this by changing the plus and the minus. Say having it come back. Maybe we want it to go a little faster. So we do the minus. Now see it says 43 kilometers an hour. So if the track is able to withstand up to 43 miles an hour or 43 kilometers an hour, I don't know why I say miles. I guess it's because I'm here in the United States. But if the train is able to go say 43 or even 45, then that would be perfect because that means more money for us. Right now we're getting the max amount of money, so we don't really need to do that. So we'll just keep it at 32. We're still getting the max amount. But you will see on some of these trains that the trains will be like at half amount or even like a third of the amount. And you adjust these times to coincide with how fast the track can go. And it will give you even more money. So that's a huge help. Another thing you want to kind of keep a track on is these are two different trains right here. So like right now, I have this train here that's coming back, and I have this train here that's going forward. So that's why it says that there's two different trains right there. Now, if we were to like have it arrive, like say a little bit earlier, then we wouldn't be so close to the other train. Like, see this one here, it's really close. So we could have it go back a little bit. Now it's in the clear, and it'll be a little easier so it doesn't run into another train. But see here now, it's like right on top of the train. So maybe we want to do like, we can do plus, you know, bring it back a little bit. No, can't do that. We got to go forward a little bit. So if we go forward right there, now those, I mean, there's going to be that train right here, and there's going to train right here, the docks one. And since we only have the one track right now, I mean, we could make a second track if we had the money, which I think we do. Then we could have both trains traveling at the same time. They can only one train can travel on the track at a time. So I'm thinking maybe just leaving it back here about 9:01. No, 90. Well, not 9:01. Maybe 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock there, that looks pretty decent. All right. And then we just, when we're done, we just right click our mouse and we're back. Now it says run the trial train in its destination. So, but we got to get this train back, because this one here is the one that's going to give us money. This one here, though, is like our trial train, just to see like if we have the settings right as far as you know, kilometers per hour, and you know, it's not getting held up by other trains. So I'm hoping I can get this train back here a little bit. I'm going to have to hold this train up a little bit here so I can get this train out of the way. Once this train gets out of the way, then I can run this train. There we go. And we're ready to go. So now this one, see, now this one's going to be late. It's actually almost 2 minutes late, so that's a bummer. So we're not going to make a lot of money from it. 3 minutes late, huh?
And a note on contracts for the future. Remember, you should only accept the ones you like the look of. No need to take too many, or any at all, if you'll get overwhelmed.
Okay, once this train here gets out of the way, we'll open up this docks thing, and then we'll get this train through, and hopefully it'll get through before this train is ready to leave. So good, it's rolling. This one here hasn't even reached yet, so chances are it'll get done doing whatever it's doing, and we can get it back.
Look at that, the train's at Bubny already.
See, now we only got like 10 seconds, well, less than 10 seconds, so not too much. But we haven't gotten this train out of the way yet. Once this train gets out of the way, like, we can set that, get that all set up. But we got to get this train out of the way to be able to get this one moving, because we only have just the one track. Later on here, we'll make another track coming through here, and then that'll kind of free up that area a little bit. So there he is. He's getting off the track, and we free that up, and there we go. And that one, see, it made a green. That's a green train up there, so that means it made it in the amount of time. So that means we're gonna get some money. We're gonna get the little green train, so it can increase our upgrading system upgrades and all that. So that'll be good. So that should go to 6, I think. All right, yeah, it's got about a minute, looks like, until it gives us our points and our money. But this one here is almost back. This is our trial train. So we'll see like how good our we were able to do. There we go. We made our money.
Phew, that was quick. Don't worry if you're not happy with the contract. You can always reject it or optimize the route later on.
So yeah, I think we're pretty happy with that route. And so let's just accept that,
Wonderful.
and we'll take that.
Train will be running every 60 minutes from now on, so be sure to watch out for it.
Now, what I'd like to do is maybe what we need to do is like set
Now
up.
that we're so busy, we don't want to be having to manually accept all those trains, do we? How about we automate the process to make our life a little easier?
There we go.
We should start by automatically accepting trains onto... welcome to the System Upgrades panel. As you can see, we've got all sorts of fancy bells and whistles lined up for the future. They're organized into categories, and within those, you'll find multiple tiers. See that progress bar at the top? It's your trusty guide to leveling up. It tells you how many experience points you need per cycle to unlock the next set of goodies. A little like life, wouldn't you say? Why don't you go ahead and click... Ah, you found it. This gym takes green experience points to unlock. Don't fret. You'll earn one of those each time we dispatch a train right on schedule. So, let's try not to be fashionably late, shall we? Click the upgrade button to unlock it. Nice work. That's our...
Press the E.
Hopefully there's many more to come. Now, let's take a look at how it works. Close the System Upgrades panel. Let's open up the train configuration panel to see what the upgrade gave us. Go ahead, select the station, then click on the configuration key.
Open the station's configuration.
A button's been added. Turning this on will let us automatically accept trains arriving at this station. Perfect. This button will be available in every one of our stations. Remember, it's activated by default, so feel free to uncheck it when you need to.
Okay, so we got this train down here, and we already have it set to where it needs to go. What I was thinking about doing is maybe going in here. I don't know. Can't do anything in there. But we could set up another line down here. And let's see, break that and bring that up here. And then maybe do a little V thing there. All right. So now what we can do is we can set this up so that if we had a train over here, we need to bring it back over this way, or this train needs to go up here, we can take this train, dip it down here, and be able to get around. So just to make things a little bit easier on ourselves. Right now, it's just this one train, so not a big deal. But in the future, it's gonna get crazy, like we had those 3 trains all at once. So now you see Dubney here has a contract for another one of these ones here. So I mean, we could accept this contract, or we just just deal with what we got right now. So there we are. We got to right click the train to turn it around. And then we're going to make sure that this line is all cleared up. So it's all cleared. And then we just click this. And there you go. And we're going back. I like to have this little overview. I mean, in the beginning, you don't really need it because you can see like everything that's happening right here. But later on, you're going to have trains like off in, all these different areas. And if you're just looking at this area, you won't notice a train coming in. If a train comes in from a different area, other than what you can see here on your screen. So it's nice to have this little overview, and you can see like a train coming in, and then you click on it, and it'll take you to it. Okay, there we are. We got our money. And we got our extra like XP for our trade. So there we go. And that's it for this episode, I believe. But you get a little taste right now of what this game's about. And you can see it's very relaxing, but right now it's very slow. But of course, later on it's going to speed up, and things are going to It's more strategy and tactics and all that. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I love this game, and I really look forward to playing more with you. But for now, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, and if you're liking my content, please hit that like, and leave some comments down in the comment section below. Let me know how you enjoying this game, and if you have any advice, if you are playing this game with me, if you have some little tips or whatever that you might have ran into, leave those in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. But you take care now, and bye-bye.